To all of my new members to Hashtag Relationships, and to those of you who have been on board since day one, all of the day one members and friends, I would like to extend a very sincere appreciation for your support, your input, your dialogue with me, and your overall participation in a much needed topic of discussion. I wish I could tell you the number of people who have thanked me and told me how they have benefited from our conversations. My prayer is that we can continue on and hopefully others can benefit as long as the Lord sees fit. Now, as a disclaimer, Hashtag Relationships is not a religious group, nor am I a pastor. I'm not a preacher. I've never attended seminary school or any sanctioned school of theology for that matter. I'm just a brother who finds it impossible to have a meaningful discussion about relationships without crossing the bridge of spirituality, which is the most important component of a meaningful relationship. By the most important component, I mean the spiritual component. Let me put it to you this way. When I asked you, sister, in the previous presentation, how do you know if he's right for you? The next question would have to be, how do you know if you're right for him? These are very spiritually rooted questions. I say this because the other components of relationships can occur on so many other levels. Take, for example, if a man offers a prostitute money in exchange for her sexual gratification. She pleases him sexually, he pays her, and there's no emotional component necessary. There's no spiritual component needed. As for the prostitute who accepts his money, there's no emotional components there for her either, and there's no spiritual components for her, and there's no real sexual component for her, because for the prostitute, it's really a matter of business and economics. She's absent from the body while she takes the money in exchange for her services. Welcome to Hashtag Relationships, guys. I want to talk to you today about how do you, as a woman, know that you're right for him. I'm going to give you a couple of hints, and before we get to that part, I want to set the table this way. When a man offers to take you to dinner and a movie, sister, there's not always an emotional or spiritual component necessary for you to exchange sex with him at the end of that date either. If you do the math, if you take an 18-year-old young man and he goes out on a date for a month with a different woman in exchange for sex at the end of the month, if he continues this routine for 20 years until he's 38 years old, he could have dated and had sex with over 200 women easily without effort whatsoever. This number is not very unbelievable if you stop down and just think about it. So the question becomes, what separates you, sister, from the other 200 women that the young man never prayed for, never asked God to send him? When it comes to you, my dear sister, you have to ask yourself what is going to separate you from the pack, and the answer is the spiritual component. See, when a man is sick and tired of all the hustle and bustle, you become either a plaything or a prey thing. I say this because if you're the right woman because you are the answer to his prayers. Sister, I'm telling you to put away the lofty cliches like I'm looking for a God-fearing man and start saying things like I'm looking for a praying man. Why? Because you don't know what a God-fearing man even looks like. But you know what a praying man looks like when you see that he is praying. What is he praying for? He's praying with you. He's praying for you. He's praying over you and over his relationship with you. And if you don't know that you're the right woman, it's probably because he doesn't know if you're the right woman. I say that you will be able to determine if you're the right woman when you ask him a simple question. All you have to do is ask the brother, to describe the woman that he has been praying for. And if you fit that description, sister, then you are the right woman. But if you do not fit the description of the prayer that he has poured his heart out to God and said, Lord, please send this woman to me, then you have to get out of his way and let him go and find her. You have to remember, according to Genesis, God didn't tell Adam to go figure out which woman he made for Adam. Nope, God made Eve for Adam, according to the story, and brought Eve to Adam. So now it comes down to honesty. You know that you're the right woman for this praying man when he describes you in his request to God. Guys, I'm only here to help because I want for you what I want for myself. I want you guys to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live a life of longevity and one of fulfillment. But above all these things combined, I wish upon you many, many blessings. I am looking forward to your response. I do appreciate your support and all of your input. And as always, my name is Jay Jackson.